Billiken Forecast Center's lead forecaster, Mary Fester.
Well, today wasn't too bad, but how is the rest of the weekend going to be?
The rest of this weekend is going to be pretty interesting. Tomorrow it's going to be really cold, and then Sunday we actually have a chance for rain and possible snow, which will continue into Monday. So we'll take a look at the almanac right now, and we'll see that today we had a high of 54 degrees, and our low was 25 this morning. We're a little far off from the normals. Normally it would be 44 degrees, but we had a warm air advection, so that was actually really nice. Currently, though, it's 50 degrees, mostly clear skies, humidity is relatively low, about 41%, and winds are out of the south at 14 miles per hour. Looking here at the satellite, you can see some precipitation associated with these clouds here across northwest Missouri and parts of Kansas. That's going to be pushing through our area. We might get a little freezing drizzle overnight, but nothing to worry about. There will be no accumulation associated with that. You can see it here on the radar. Actually, parts of Michigan and Wisconsin and Iowa are getting some pretty heavy snow right now, but again, nothing for our area to worry about. Right now, on surface analysis, you can see the cold front draped across Kansas City, it looks like right now. That'll be moving its way through overnight, dropping our temperatures not too significantly. But the main story is going to be down here, this low spinning in the southwest of the United States. It's moving very slow and it's deepening, so we'll see what's in store for that this weekend. Tomorrow, it'll push a little bit further to the south. It's still pulling up a lot of moisture from the Pacific Ocean, and it'll be moving its way into our area this weekend. So we'll see what happens with that. Looking at our current temperatures, though, it's pretty chilly right now, and this Arctic air is going to be pushing its way down overnight, dropping our temperatures associated with the cold front. And then tomorrow, temperatures barely rebound. It'll barely hit 30 degrees here in St. Louis, so keep your winter coats out. But tonight, we'll have a low of about 24 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Winds will be out of the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And for your 5-day forecast, Friday, mostly cloudy skies, high of only 29 degrees and a low of 16, so it's going to be really chilly. Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high of 45 and a low of 36. And then Sunday, a tricky day. Rain and snow throughout the day, 39 for your high, 24 for the low. And then Monday, we may have a few lingering snow showers. High will be only at freezing, 32 degrees and a low of 12. And then Tuesday, we'll have mostly cloudy skies, a high of 37 and a low of 28.
Well, I will definitely make sure I bundle up when I go outside this weekend.
Yes. Yeah, I'll be wearing my hat, gloves, scarf, and everything I have to keep me warm.
Good idea.
We're going to head to break, but when we come back, News Sports Director Edward Burch will let you know how Billiken sports are going.
Don't go away. Back with us now is Sports Director Edward Burch.
Well, you've already told us the exciting news about the new athletic director, so how are our teams doing?
Well, Sharee, the Billikens were able to get revenge on George Washington after being held to only 20 points during their last meeting. SLU defeated GW 63-38 by hitting seven three-pointers in each half and went 14 of 27 from deep, posting their largest margin of victory in A10 play since joining the league 3 years ago. Bryce Husak hit 6 of 8 shots from the field, including 3-point attempts en route to a game-high 15 points. Dwayne Polk hit 4 of 5 from deep and finished with 12 points. Kevin Lish had 11 points with 6 assists and 5 rebounds. The Billikens won their second straight and moved from 14 and 10 overall, 5-5 in the Atlantic 10 Conference. And they returned to the road for a 1 p.m. game against Massachusetts on Sunday, February 17th. St. Louis women's basketball will honor the Bauman Eberhardt Center by remembering the past when the Lady Billikens host Massachusetts on Saturday, February 16th at 2 p.m. About 24 former players will be in attendance, as well as Tad Strobach, who coached the first St. Louis women's basketball team to an 8-5 record in the 1975-76 season. He is scheduled to attend on Saturday as well. The SLU-Temple women's basketball game on Wednesday, February 27th will be the final game played in the West Pine Gym. The SLU Department of Athletics will move to Chaifetz Arena in April. And after posting a program record 29 wins in 2007, the Lady Billikens kick off the 2008 softball campaign this weekend as they take on UT Martin Saturday at the Southeastern Louisiana's Lion Classic. The Lady Bills have gone 2-8 their last 10 season openers, and they will take on UT Martin in the season opener on Saturday, February 16th at 10 a.m., before facing Jackson State at 12:30 p.m. They will wrap up their first day of competition with a 4 p.m. contest against the host, Lady Lions. St. Louis returns to the field on Sunday, February 17th against Grambling State, and the Lady Bills will complete the Classic with a 12:30 p.m. contest against Mississippi Valley State. The Lady Billikens are the only team to open its season at the tournament, so hopefully they will get their season off on the right track.
Well, that is an incredible game that the men's team played last night.
Oh, that really was. I've never seen them play so well.
Well, let's hope we can keep it up the rest of the season and make it into the conference tournament.
We'll see. Majera seems to have a pretty good plan so far.
Thank you, Edward.
Thank you.
When we come back from the break, we'll share with you some upcoming events for Black History Month.
And show you a new way you can exercise at the rec center. We'll be right back.
As many of you may know, February is Black History Month. Sharee here is going to tell us what's going on this month from the Black Student Alliance.
Throughout February, SLU will celebrate with several events. They feature prominent speakers, movie and trivia nights, a formal ball, and many other activities. Next week consists of a tour of the Scott Joplin House, along with a night of entertainment on Family Day and soul food and jazz night, a discussion of the changing roles of African Americans in politics, and a poetry slam for local poets to express themselves, which features Amnesty International. The last week of this month, the BSA will host a Harambe Ball, have a panel of African American SLU alumni who will discuss focusing on one's career. There will be a video presentation about the unique relationship in St. Louis between Chinese immigration and the African American community, hosted by Malcolm Gay, a former writer for the Riverfront Times. The last event of the month features Health Disparity Day, a discussion in which Dr. Terry Murray will address health issues in the African American community, followed by a health fair. For more information, call 314-977-2814.
It sounds like there are a lot of really great things planned. Thanks, Sharee. Well, now that the Simon Recreation Center is fully completed, there's plenty of space for new exercise classes. I discovered a new class that will get you into shape in a whole different way. Here's more.
Tired of running on the treadmill and doing tons of crunches in order to get in shape? Well, the Simon Rec Center now offers a new way for you to get exercise that is much more fun. This semester they are offering belly dancing classes. Not only do the classes teach you the fundamentals of belly dancing, but they'll also give you a great workout in the process. The classes are held on Tuesdays from 4 to 5 p.m. in Multipurpose Room Number 2. It costs $25 to join, and the classes go until March 4th. Can't make it on Tuesdays? The Belly Dance Club meets Wednesdays and Fridays from 4 to 5 p.m. in the same room to go over the techniques of belly dancing. It is definitely a much more fun way to work out.
Well, that really looks like a lot of fun. I think maybe I'll sign up.
I know, I was tempted to join in. Well, that's all we have for you tonight, SLU.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week here at SLU News 22.